what I could see from your Smurf accounts and your main, you have some problems with map awareness and wave control likely, because when you look at deaths on Ryze, when you look at Ryze top and mid in general, the way this champion works is you control the wave to be frozen outside of your tower until moments that you need to push in. You push quickly and you reset because you don't want to overextend your risk. And when you're top lane, it's a bit better because you're able to retreat through the alcove to use the ultimate, because you can hide it behind the walls during the bushes, and they don't know that, right? If they don't have 9 or vision in the bush. The thing is, with Ryze top, you can't be dying this many times.
Okay.
Like, so early in the game. And I know that's, like, very simple sounding, but the reality is, like, the farm numbers I'm seeing are too low in most of these games. This game, for example, it's fine, but then you have to think, okay, what does Ryze do in this game? And just hear me out here. Yeah. Think about Ryze in this game, and now think about Righteous Glory in the exact same game. So, if it's not obvious, what I'm trying to get at is Ryze is a great item when you're kiting tanks, but when you're against something like Tryndamere, something like Caitlyn, even Poppy in the late game does a lot of physical damage. You need a bit of resistance, and that Hourglass alone isn't enough. Ryze does enough damage, your problem is you're dying. And this is the same problem I see across these losses, where the Ryze, it's fine. This build works, but it doesn't always work.
Yeah, I used to, I kind of been doing that, I guess. I don't know why. I kind of just have been sending it. Basically, the only time I've ever built... So I built Righteous if it's like a full AD comp, and then I've built, what is it? Banshee's Veil if it's, you know, a heavy AP.
Okay.
Instead of... And then I sub in that for Ryze.
Something I want you to think about.
Yeah.
You're Ryze. You're one of the highest damage output champions in the game. You are full damage built, and you have 15,000 damage dealt.
Yeah.
Does this look right?
No, that's definitely not right.
So, first thing, map awareness. Let's pull something up. Recent games. How many pink words have we purchased in the last 10 games?
Oh god, I'm gonna close my eyes.
We have purchased 1 pink word in the last 10 games. Next, how many of our words have we dropped in our last 10 games? Actually, I'll make it fair and only pull up the Ryze games on your main.
Yeah, I'm planning to one-trick Ryze if that changes anything.
Yes, but you have 3 words placed. You have 2 words placed the entire game. You have 7 words placed. This is a bit better. It should be around 15, but that's better.
Okay.
And like 3 words placed this game. No control words in any of these games. Some of these games are switching to a red sweeper, which I don't know why. You're not a flank champion.
Okay.
You know, like the vision. I have no idea what the vision for free. Ryze is a split pusher primarily, and then a team fighter once he has items, right?
Yeah.
So you need good vision control around you so you can split push safely.
Yeah.
So do you understand why it's important that you use your green words and your pink words?
Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. Yeah.
First, I just want to quickly go over what you should be doing, so you can see it yourself when I play the replay, where the problems are, okay?
Yeah.
I like to go step at a time, so it kind of builds so you understand it yourself, so you can reflect on your own mistakes while you play, or after you play.
Last thing is, you said my farm numbers weren't good. What should my average CS be?
This is good, obviously. Like, this is better than...
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of...
That's better than expected, right?
Yeah.
8 CS a minute is fine, but 8 CS a minute, when you combine the fact that your kill participation in this game is only 30%, is not fine.
It's not good. Okay.
And when your vision is this low. So, like, 8 CS a minute is fine if you have a very high kill participation, because that means you're roaming a lot. You're not playing the lane. But if you're standing in lane the entire game, but you're also not getting good farm, you understand what I'm getting at.
Yeah. So I want to write down some notes. So, like, in theory, if I'm not participating in kills or whatever very much, what should my
You're looking at 9 CS a minute. 10 CS a minute is like the goal, but 9 CS a minute is fine, is what you're looking for. But don't focus on the farm. Focus on getting that kill participation up. Kill participation is slightly more important than farm right now. it does vary by the elo, and it varies by how smart the players in both teams are, because in theory, both teams should be playing a farm game right now, but no one is doing that. So.
And what should I should be looking for, what, like 50% KP or higher or something
50,
like that?
60% KP is what mid laners want to aim for.
Okay.
I'll say 40 to 60%, to be fair.
Okay.
But yeah, I like to see 55, 60, 65. Not like this, 28%, 30%.
Yeah.
Like 48%, that's getting there, right?
Yeah.
The only thing about this game is I think the damage dealt for being a 6-item Ryze is way too low. So probably the decisions of which fights you're taking or where you're standing in the fights is just a bit off.
That game was unfortunate. I have lots of unfortunate games, but that game was basically me. We were 3 inhibitors down, so I was basically the only one that could clear, and they had to go in.
Wave clearing.
So I was wave clearing the entire. I couldn't fight because the Trendimer would backdoor us every 10 seconds, so I had to stay back there. So that's kind of why I had abnormally high CS and low damage. Obviously, I have low damage every game, but like that would make sense on why, because I had to sit back there.
No, that makes sense. It's just earlier in the game there might have been something.
In general, wards down per amount of time. What kind of ward goals am I looking for in pink goals?
Okay, 1 word every 3 minutes, let's say.
Okay, well, I gotta work to that, so I'll do 1 word every 4 minutes and 2 pinks a game. Hopefully, will help me out.
2 pinks a game. You really want to build up to 4 pinks a game, but for now we'll say 2. It's fine.
Yeah, I want to look at this because I think I played this bad. Well, I played every game bad, but like, I think this one I was conceding too much of my lane to her because I was just really scared of her. She was also a Smurf, but like on top of that, I just kind of felt like I couldn't do anything. Even if it wasn't a Smurf, I just felt like I couldn't do anything against her.
Right now, why are you letting her shove? Where's Shaco? Bot lane, right?
Yeah.
How much mana does Orianna have?
None. And no ult.
He has no ult, right?
Yeah.
Do you think she should be allowed to push this wave under tower?
Definitely not.
Why are we not walking up then? You know?
Yeah, I honestly have 0 clue.
Do you see she actually does the lane ward, right? And then you get ganked again. Let's see how the gank
third time.
is.
Third time's a charm.
Well, the second time was the charm in this case, but
yeah. Something felt wrong there, so I just started running.
And this is why timing is so important, because if you force the trade on her here, right? 30 seconds beforehand, when Shaco was showing in bot lane, then she's not healthy enough to go for this.
Yeah.
Which means you get to just shove this for free.
Yeah.
Which means you get to take control and put vision in their jungle, which means Shaco would be spotted before he ganks you. It all builds. So normally the way you win this lane is by abusing Catalyst plus tier, perma-shoving, getting vision control that way, and then just scaling up. When you have 2 items, there's nothing really Orianna can do for DPS differences. You just get to be too healthy for her to burn through.
So like there, I probably should not have just walked back, right? Maybe like go put a ward down, one of the 2 wards I haven't placed all game.
You should have dropped a ward like out here, to be honest. Stop for a second.
Yeah.
What should you be doing?
Just shoving.
So instead of walking down for 20 seconds, right? What we could be doing is we could be walking up on this wave, hard shoving this, right?
Yeah.
Know that your bot lane is in base, so you cannot stop this dragon. Also know that top lane is likely diveable, is this wave will be crashing. In itemization, he's full armor, so all you have to do is do like half his health or so for Fiora, and even if you don't dive him, even if you only get him to half health and force his recall, that's enough. You have your ult to rotate, right?
Yeah.
You have your ult as a resource every 3 minutes, roughly. You can't use it on bot side, so we have to use it on top side at some point, right? It's a resource we have.
Yeah.
So we have a few things. One, we have a ward up. We don't have a pink ward, but we should have one. So we should have shoved this wave already, and we should be in top side right now, right? So right now, imagine you're up to here, roughly. Well, if you're here, you drop a word here, right? So...
A pink? Hypothetically, if I had one, I'm
pink or
assuming?
green, it doesn't matter. Either one.
Okay.
Then, you'd say, hey, wait, look where Mort is, right? Let me press R, ult to this area, right? Like around here somewhere. Like here, whatever. Cut off Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser over here doesn't have flash, right? Where is he going to go? Even if he ults. How do these guys get to Mordekaiser to save him? What do you think is going to happen to this tower when Mordekaiser, who doesn't have TP, when they have 4 bot lane, and you guys have a wave up here to shove with? Fiora will take tower, right?
Yeah.
Well, how much of a gold lead do you think Fiora is going to have when she gets this kill and she takes this tower? Or takes like even 4 plates, 3 plates, whatever?
A lot.
She'll be up like 1500 gold in top lane. In addition to that, you're not going to push the wave with her, you're just going to recall. And you'll have a blasting wand.
Wait, so hypothetically, I did that situation, it played out right, and we killed Mord, and the wave was there. I don't even go to the wave and help her.
You don't even go
I
to
just
the wave,
back
there's no
immediately.
point. You just go back to mid and shove again. Or you recall and then come mid. Either way.
Okay. So at what point do I want to drop? What point do I want to drop into a sideline in games? In theory,
At Roa or at Roa Archangel.
it has nothing to
It's
do with
either a
what
1
towers
item
are
spike
now.
or a 2 item spike. It's really dependent on side lanes falling. Usually it's determined by bot lane.
Okay,
When one
so
side of
how
bot lane loses, bot lane will come mid and you're going to go to the bot lane usually.
And I want the 2, but once I have 2 items, I'm basically never mid again. Like
Once you have 2 items, you're basically looking to split push because... Okay, imagine this. You're Ryze in a side lane, you push in the lane. What do you do after you push in the lane? You walk halfway up, right? So whether you're here or here, you walk halfway to this lane. So let's say you're here, let's say you're here.
yeah.
And then you're in range of ulting up to mid lane if there's a fight going to happen, right? Having a flank. Or ulting down here if they're trying to shove. And forcing the 1v1 because Ryze will win 1v1 with pretty much everyone.
So once I have 2 items, I can kind of 1v1 anybody that's not hyper fed.
Yeah, pretty much. What? What?
I don't know.
This
I was
doesn't-
just looking for a kill. It didn't work out at all.
What? Wait. Alright.
I'm gonna close my eyes and my ears.
Alright.
So there, I just give up. I should have just taken the tower, right, and not try to save this tower. / just
You should
mentally
have
abuse
pushed this
myself.
wave, right? Like the raptor and recalled. Who
Okay,
cares?
and just forget that.
Actually,
Well,
who cares?
Yeah.
Because the thing is about this, I want you to think about something. How much gold do we have? 1600, right?
Yeah.
In base right now, you have Boots and Catalyst, finishing to Roa. Why would we TP bot, delay our back, and potentially not be ready for this dragon? Instead of this, you should have already reset, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be walking mid, walking to Scuttle. Taking Scuttle, by the way, is way better than taking this wave, just to tell you.
Way better than what?
Taking this Scuttle is way
Yeah.
better than taking this mid wave, for you. In this timing, but you needed to back already, because this dragon is up, right? That dragon's the next objective. You needed to get it back way earlier, because right now you're sitting on 2k gold.
Yeah.
Just too much gold to be waiting on, like, you're not ready to fight if a fight happens.
I take Scuttle with Q, E, Q, W, Q, or Q, E, W.
Q, E, W, Q, pause,
That's what I-
auto, EQ.
Yeah, that's what I did, because it takes down the Yamar or whatever.
Mhm.
Just making sure.
You guys get this? Because I think, Keiko trolls really hard, right? Dies for no reason, and wait, do they actually
Thresh
just
gets a-
ignore him and
Yeah, Thresh
Wow.
gets a hook on Twitch, and we just pop him, and then they steal it, of
Mordekaiser
course,
steals the dragon with a Q?
because that's how it's done out here in D4.
Yeah. So imagine how much easier this fight would have been if you didn't have a tier and a catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
If instead you had a Roa and like Swerk Shoes, or Roa and, well, I would say Swerk Shoes this game, but Merc Tread is fine too.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, you're just sitting on so much gold. Keep in mind, Roa is not stacking because you don't have it, right?
Yeah.
So you're delaying your Roa. You're delaying when Roa starts stacking itself.
Mm-hmm.
So the longer you back after Roa is like ready and not built, the longer you're delaying your own power spikes.
Yeah.
I understand it. It feels great getting Roa and Archangel at the same time, but remember to spam your Q while you're walking so you stack it, right?
Yeah. Is there an amount of time? Like, should I just spam it all the time? Or am I
Yeah,
just,
like right now, use Q. Use Q. Use Q, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to be stacking this. You want it finished before the next fight.
Mm-hmm.
You should be ulting.
Just somewhere.
You should be
Into their
ulting like
backline.
here.
Yeah.
Right? You see here? The reason why you'd want to ult here instead of walking up is that way they don't have a good way of playing the fight. You do ult, but you ult like so late in this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something to note is at this point you have 2 words up. I don't know why we don't drop a word here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So drop like 1 word here where Thresh put it roughly. Drop 1 word in the lane when you were walking through. Just drop them, you know? Just make use of that vision. Do not take that lantern, please. This is empty. Okay.
I knew. I was just kind of there to hopefully stop them from dying.
Yeah. So I was going to say, like, if you take that lantern into a Mordekaiser passive, it's better to not follow a bad play. It's just sometimes you can make a bad play work just because they'll play the response badly as well, you know?
Yeah, I think I did that twice. I did that just now, and I think the game losing play was a play that I didn't want to go in on, but I still stayed, and then I just got 1 shot because I didn't do anything.
I mean, one thing to say is you guys really should just be playing the side lanes. You have a Fiora and a Ryze.
So she just goes top and I go bot, like something like that, and they just stay mid?
Or you go bot and top, either way.
Yeah, no, I'm saying either way, something like that.
It doesn't really matter. It's
but like, I just feel like I
than
can't.
TP.
I feel like doesn't Shaco kill me?
No.
He's like uber fed.
Yes and no. I mean, he has no MR. You can one-shot him on this item, but he can one-shot you.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? He's actually not that fed. He has 11k gold.
Oh, he's just a lot of kills.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, we got hyper trolled for this because we wanted to go up there, and I guess I don't know, maybe it was a mistake. I'm not sure. I forgot what happened.
You start ulting.
Oh.
Wow.
So that's what happened. I always wondered what happened there.
So Varus gets opened up on by the Orianna.
I didn't want to turn. I knew they were here, but I thought, okay, so that's what happened. He just got turned on. I didn't see. I just wanted to go up here because there was 2 people. Yeah, this game was unfortunate. I'll say, I don't know. I had a really good jungler. I felt like this is like the first. I mean, you've seen what 3? Oh, you didn't see any other games, but I basically never get ganks. And this guy actually made some really good ganks.
Imagine right now you eat right here. What happens?
Oh, she runs away because she doesn't want to get queued.
Yes, and what else happens? Just follow this through. Your mana flow band will proc off of eating a minion if it hits a champion from the spread.
Oh, even if I don't do damage to it?
Even if it does no damage to the champion, as long as it hits the champion with the spread, it will give you a mana flow proc. That's the first thing.
I didn't know that, okay.
The second thing. You have 2 ways of doing your combo on a minion. You can do E, EQ, right? And I know this doesn't wave clear better, it uses more mana, but it gives you a speed buff. WQ works, EEQ works, WEQ works, right?
Yeah.
And that move speed buff, 20% move speed for 2 seconds, it's not amazing, but it's kind of good. It lets you walk up to the people. Usually it scares them off, right? Alternatively, you just have EQ, quick damage, or you just have E, which is my preference, just get the mana flow and proc and walk away. My goal when I go into a lane, it's get to 250 mana recall, then come back to lane with a tier or a catalyst, and then I look for fights on my 6.
Wait, so when am I looking to finish my mana flow band?
I prefer it on my first laning section by level 5.5 roughly. But that's kind of hard, so sometimes I'll finish it level 7 or so on second back, right? But level 7, 8 definitely should be done, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you want to be proccing mana flow, just E this, just W this. Keep in mind you can W her to slow her and then immediately EQ the wave if you want to do a tricky combo, right?
Uh-huh.
Where it's like quick burst, she can't get away.
Yeah.
In this case, Nunu is ganking, so... Yeah, this is good. You're hugging top side when Nunu is ganking bot side, right?
Yeah.
You're going to walk up. You're ready to juke a arm if you need to. Oh, this is fine. Just save that last Q. Okay. The reason you had to flash here and the reason you die is because you trolled with your Q.
Okay.
Let me show you this again. This is good. You chain the CC. You use your Q. You use your E. This timing, you have your auto attack up.
So,
You have your Q up.
Mm-hmm. Just go for auto.
On one hand, just go for auto is fine. On the other hand, don't use your Q. Use your Q to follow a flash, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So just walk in a straight line and try to auto. Walk in a straight line. Now Q. He flashed, right? Well, when walking through, be cautious of her trying to catch you for some damage, but also just try to keep the wave here forever until Nunu comes back.
So I don't want to EQ.
You don't want to spam EQ. You want to try to make the wave just stay here as long as you can.
Exactly
Just
what I'm
right
not
here.
doing. How many minions do I want, like, to
4
keep
caster minions alive, 1 melee.
to freeze a wave?
For in advantage, like
So
have them have +1 caster on you at all times. Have them have +1 melee on you at all times. If you can't do that, +2 casters is fine.
Okay.
Do not let it be much more than that, otherwise it's pretty scary to try to pull the wave or anything, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm just trying to help my guy, but then I
But this is in...
Yeah.
I think this is an overchase. Look at the wave you're going to lose.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to reach this unless you give up more than this is worth anyway. Even then, no, you're not even going to reach it.
I don't get anything out of this. I just lose everything.
You just lose the whole wave. Then this is just Ari kind of trolling. Don't really know what else to call it. Yep. Kill. Fine.
Well, I don't get the kill, but
Wait.
that's bad.
The recall timing is good, almost.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing here?
A ward.
A ward that you have up.
Mm-hmm.
That should be here. Recall here, right?
And I don't shove the next wave in, right? Or do I make the decision
Don't
between the
shove
ward?
this one.
Okay. Could I
So
make the decision to not ward and because the wave wasn't even there at that point. Okay, so now I quickly walk up there.
You quickly
ward
just
back.
you walk here.
Uh-huh.
You start
Ward over the
recalling here, and you ward over the wall. After 5 seconds, you can ward over the wall during a recall animation.
Okay.
You cannot use a pink ward during a recall, but you can use a regular ward during a recall.
After 5 seconds.
Well, you can do it at any point. I'm just saying after 5
Okay.
seconds so you don't miss it. You can do it after 7.5 seconds if you're feeling confident. If the recall is 8 seconds, right?
Mhm.
So, like, there's a couple options on Ryze. There's freezing here for a gank,
Okay.
or there's shoving and roaming. When you have ult up, I tend to prefer shoving and roaming, right?
Okay.
And then when you don't have ult, I prefer sitting in lane and just letting it be a free gank if your jungler comes while making it impossible for them to gank. By just standing really close to your tower, right?
Okay. Also, follow up really quick. What do you think of Fairy Charm?
It's good. It's 125 gold, sells for 88.
Okay, because I usually
You're
buy
using
one.
less than a health potion to buy it. This is not what I would call a good farm. You know, you should have roughly 70 CS right now.
Yeah, I think I roamed like 3 times and I got
3
almost
times,
nothing
4
out.
times where you give up waves for no good reason.
I give up a wave every time.
Yeah. Or it's like roaming is good, but it has to be like smart times to roam, you know?
Not when I have a wave under my tower.
And if you roam, please use your words while you roam. Don't just roam and keep your words anyway. It is a very bad habit. I think you probably could have won fights against her, but only if you landed your Qs. Like, waited for her R's and hit at points of each R. Ari has pretty low damage output.
Mm-hmm. Here I troll. Oh no, I'm not trolling here.
No, this is fun. The only thing I don't know. I feel like when you have 30 more CS than this, taking jungle camps is good. But when you're like sitting on this little farm, I feel like it just looks like, oh, I'm farming badly and now I'm gonna steal my jungler's farm, so he's behind too.
Yeah, I mean, he was just perma-ganking, so I figured it was okay, and the cooldowns are so low now, so it's
it's okay.
By the time he gets back to Raptors, it'll kind of be up.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to do that, just, I don't know. I know a lot of junglers, they get super mad about it if you don't
he didn't
carry off of it. If he's fine with it, it's cool, you know?
Yeah.
Just, I'm sure you've seen people that freak out over...
Right here, I should have never chased, but, you know.
Well... You know, you could say you should have never chased, or you know what else you could say?
I should have ulted? I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, it's an RA, she's just gonna go over the wall. You could say, I should have used this gank to give me timing to push.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Instead of never chasing, I should have been staying in lane.
You should have motioned to come forward and then just walked back to the lane.
Yeah.
And you would have had free time to push this whole wave out and get vision on bot side. I don't know if Raptors were up then, they weren't, but, you know... You could have potentially taken Raptors. You could have had the vision, by the way. Imagine you set up vision on your bot side with these 2 wards you have up, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Nunu doesn't get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, right? Now you should just take blue. This is one thing I will do. I'll just solo blue buff, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to take.
Mm-hmm.
And I think blue, like, completely changes the lane for me. I don't know if I'm...
Blue makes Ryze so much better.
Yeah,
so
no, like,
better.
I really feel like a completely different champ if I have blue. And then, I don't know, I know she's shoving me under, so I'm just taking a camp and then coming back mid and farming it, and I just...
Yeah, you'll get ahead doing that. That's fine.
Yeah. And then I'm kind of looking to where she is. I'm not doing anything, of course. I was going to take wolves, but then I didn't because Nunu was coming up, so I didn't want to take...
Teemo. Yeah.
Stuff. And then I kind of thought I could roam top, and then I didn't. Because he's not there. So I kind of, you can see I'm like, mentally like, maybe I can do something. And then I'm like, never mind. I'm just going to waste my time. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Here I am. Oh, I pinged. So this is my fault. I was watching, and I told her that she was going to be, I told him that he was going to be there. And then we just got caught out because I didn't realize Mord was gone. Then I walked into Charm after ulting.
Okay.
Because my mouse was panned over to the other side, that I didn't see her charming. I didn't see how close she was, so that's like my fault.
So there's a bit of a trick here. Right here, you should ult. Right here, right?
I don't know where here is.
Oh, just here, like in this time.
Oh no, yeah, but where am I ulting to?
Over the wall.
Okay.
Away, right?
Yeah.
Even to mid, you can ult into Ari. What's she gonna do? You're both full, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't really matter where you ult to. You can just press R. You don't have to wait for them to come.
Yeah, okay.
And then after, just flash. If you're in this situation, right, you're going to die if this charm hits you. If this charm doesn't hit you, they have no other CC, right? Flash the charm, your ult will go off anyway. You know?
Is it worth flashing to not die? I know that sounds weird, but the way I no, I know. Hold on, let me explain. The way I flash is I don't flash unless I'm getting a kill. Like I use my flash very aggressively and almost never to survive unless I'm worth gold or it's like a really game. Like here, I wouldn't flash because I'm gonna take the L. I know that's a terrible mentality, even though I should really be flashing because it's 2 of us. But like if I was gonna miss like an entire 2 waves or something, I would flash, you know. But like I obviously will, like I haven't thought that far. But if I saw it like in front of me, then I would have flashed, you know. Or if I'm worth like 3 in a gold.
A situation quick with me. How much gold do you guys lose because you don't flash here? First, where do you put your ult? Here. Where should the ult be? Here. Why?
So I can farm.
So you can push the wave and get. Well, you just push the wave in this case, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you push this wave out, they have to answer it. And if they don't, you can maybe collapse on them if they start Rift and Poppy's low, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you get the scuttle anyway. Anyway, though. How much gold do you lose? You lose 450 gold for each person, right? Their team takes 900 gold if you both die. And potentially you deny 3 minions from this wave from the enemy team. That's another 100 gold advantage your team can get, right? So, you think your flash is worth more than, I don't know, around 1200 gold? Because the other minions in the wave as well?
Yeah, I'd definitely say so.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much what it comes down to in this sort of case, where it's like, okay, well, you can flash for a kill and get 300 gold, or you can have a gold swing of 1200 gold that you deny by just using your flash, you know?
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So you flash to die. Like, that's definitely not normal.
Instead of dying.
Well, I mean, that's like something I do. Like, I don't, it's just the way I've been playing League forever is I don't flash to save my life. Unless I'm worth gold again. Like, I don't really add up very much, and if I can get a kill with my flash, that's how I use it.
The thing is, an assist plus a kill is worth more than a kill, you know?
Yeah, than a kill. So in theory, I'm losing gold by saving.
And then Ari ended up getting the tower too off that. You missed another tank.
Excellent.
That makes me sad. Every time you miss a tank.
1/3 of a kill. It's always nice to lose. So now I'm wasting time. No idea what to do. I don't want to take these wolves because he's about to. It gives
you another DC teammate down the line.
Oh, perfect. That's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't seem to win anyway, so.
So you shove mid. Good. Your goal is the Archangel.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be walking down.
I just thought they needed my help. I don't know why.
You should be shoving this.
Yeah.
You shove this wave, and after shoving this wave, you take the Raptor because it's going to be coming up again. Do not let Tryndamere have it. Look at the direct result of not taking that Raptor.
He solo wins this game, in my opinion, for them.
Because you don't take that Raptor, because you didn't deny this wave, right?
Yeah. He just made a lot
Tryndamere of just got 200 more gold. That would have been on your team. It's not that much, but 200 gold that would have been on your team, 200 gold that he just got means a 400 gold swing, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not that much, but it's more than a kill, you know? That little movement was more than a kill was worth. Think about that.
I was asking for a ward the whole time, closer, and that's why I was standing still. I just didn't know where to go, and then I just sent it on a ward, and it was a terrible, terrible, terrible decision.
Oh wow, you're asking your teammates for words?
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe you should be using some yourself. You're going to ask your teammates for words.
The roast is real.
You know, like, I'm just seeing this 2 words up, you know?
You know, yeah, no, they're definitely looking good, for sure.
They're looking real useful over there. You know, It's not like you could have worded, like, I don't know, here, for, let's say, when you were walking up to this Raptor camp you should have been doing.
True.
But, you know. Anyway, though. This fight is, not really possible to be won. Even if you TP'd further back, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Something really important that I need to talk to you about. Use ult. Like, you see him spinning,
just
right?
here,
you don't have your E up for 2 seconds.
Just press R.
Just press R. I promise you, it will save both of you. It would have gone off. You could have just walked this way after ulting, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to say this way, but I'm motioning with my mouse again.
This way. I figured what you were talking about.
You can 1v1 Trynd, but it's very hard to do. You have to not give him any auto so he doesn't reset his E. Because if he resets E, he has an E every 2 autos. You take the fight with him, you do Q, EW, Q combo, you'll be able to force out his ultimate, right? And once he's used ult, you can just back off, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you look for another fight when you have another W up, is you can burst him from full. The other thing is, this is definitely a Righteous Glory game. Because Tryndamere, you have to match him. Righteous Glory or Rand wins, but I prefer Righteous Glory.
Instead of Ryze.
Yeah, because you need armor. And you need move speed to get in range.
Okay. And
you shove this way.
Do you ever go Spellbinders instead of Rabadon's 4th?
Yes, but I don't suggest it for you.
How come? Because I have to actually use it.
You have to use it. It's another thing to remember to do.
Okay, so just build.
This isn't like a to be mean thing. It's like Most
I know,
people,
I'm-
even in
I'm-
Master Plus,
I'm-
don't remember to use Spellbinder. I'm
not-
gonna be honest with you. Like, the
No,
thing
no,
is with
I'm not
Spellbinder and
upset that
Syndra,
you're-
I was for a while trying to get people to play GLP Syndra because it's really good, but
Mhm.
people don't remember to use actives.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't. Oh no, this is a game where So I, again, jungle main,
Yeah.
basically never bought Zanya's in my whole life, like playing League of Legends. Zanya's is literally, I am incapable of using that item. It's just, I don't know what it is. Either I use it horribly because it's the only thing I have in my mind, or I never use it. Yeah, I
You
don't
should
think we
be
can do
able
anything.
to take the dragon right now. If I was you, I would just ult straight to dragon.
Okay. I need to be more, so what I'm looking for with my ults, a little bit more,
Like, I would have just started it already.
yeah.
You might get it anyway, but there's a fight. You could have had it to like 1k by now, and then Nunu just stakes it, you know?
Yeah. I don't know where I ulted to.
You ulted all the way back here.
Yeah, to another planet.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about for damage being too low. You're not staying in range for damage.
Yeah.
But it is kind of scary doing that on Ryze because sometimes you just int when you try, you know?
Yeah, no, I was scared of just dying. I just didn't think we had any chance of winning that, so I just
I mean, if it
really
makes it
backed out.
easier, you can practice Ryze on a Smurf and just try to go for damage, you know? Because you're never going to figure out how to play him if you're not willing to go for plays that are really risky.
Well, I mean, I could just send it. It's preseason. I was just trying to learn the champion because I don't know the champion. That's why I'm kind of playing safe and like I don't, it's like still need to figure out combos.
I need to
stuff.
emphasize caution about just trolling on your main because MMR directly transfers from preseason to regular season. It's half value, yeah, going from preseason to regular, but it matters the same amount as MMR normally would. So if you enter the season at a Plat 1 MMR or D4 MMR, yeah, it's not a big difference, but you know, it's something.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of already because I was like 90 LP D4, and now I've been 0 LP. I literally haven't won a game in like 12 games, so I've been 0 LP for a minute.
Rip.
I don't think I can tank much more than that at this point.
Almost.
Yeah, unlucky.
If only you had domination. Hey, puzzle me this. Why are so many people still going Conqueror when Conqueror gives you 8% healing and Domination gives you 14%?
What Taste of Blood and Ravenous?
Ravenous, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can go both.
How much adaptive damage do I get?
Like 50 AP. Good.
That is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's like 50 AP. At level 18. It's like 30 AP most of the game.
That is kind of good. But then again, how much does Gathering Storm give you?
24 AP at 20 minutes.
See, that's kind of like already equal almost, you know what I mean? Because I feel like Ryze needs Transcendence and the scaling AP,
Transcendence I agree with. Transcendence is like the most underrated rune in the game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I need Transcendence and I think I need the scaling because I don't build any CD, so it gets me there.
I mean, you build Archangel, but that's it.
Yeah, that's
so,
what
like,
I'm saying.
The way I feel, I think it's wrong that so many Ryze players go the AP, the 9 AP, instead of going CDR, but, you know.
Wait, say that again? You think
know
they
the
should
CDR
go
rune?
CDR?
The 10%?
Yeah.
I always go the rune for CDR, I always go Transcendence, because Archangel with that gives you cap. And then if you go over cap from Righteous Glory, you just get bonus AP from Transcendence.
That's exactly what I'm saying, is I do that. I don't go double adaptive. I go Transcendence and the scaling rune.
Yeah, because you know you get 20 AP for every 10% CDR over.
Yeah.
And then with Death Trap, that gets multiplied by, well, 45%.
Yeah.
Pretty insane.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's why I think mages are super broken in late game, actually. Just, they're so weak in early game compared to so many champions.
So I guess replacing Conqueror is going to be the strategy and going for sorcery domination.
I would say go, Phase Rush, Transcend, Mana Flow Band, obviously, Gathering Storm, go Domination with Taste of Blood, and Ravenous Hunter.
Yeah, and then scaling adaptive, and then whatever matchup,
Yeah,
and then armor
exactly.
or MR, depending on the lane. And then I'm basically going tier, Roa, Archangels, Magic Pen Boots, but I can substitute that for Merc Treads or Tabi, or am I really trying to force Magic Pen Boots? Like, how important do you think magic pen boots are?
They're not that important. I would
Oh,
say
really?
work treads are usually more important, but
Oh,
work
interesting.
shoes are fine if you don't need the defenses, you know?
Okay. And then tab eye are also good if it's heavy
Tab eye
AD.
are good against heavy AD, yeah. You just want to stay alive on Ryze. You do so much damage.
Because I already do so much damage, doesn't really
Exactly.
matter.
It's
Well,
like
if
when
they-
you're playing a damage dealt dealer mid laner, DPS mid,
Mm-hmm.
staying alive is what matters. That's
Okay,
why
so
those
then-
tankier Ryze builds work so
So
well.
it's Arc, Roa, whatever boots I'm gonna figure out, I guess. And then from there, I go Rylai's if they're not heavy on one side, and then I go
Righteous Glory.
Righteous if they're heavy on the AD, and then
Abyssal
Banshee's
Mask is
if
fine
they're-
too. Banshee's Veil is fine.
yeah, I was playing around with Abyssal Mask, but I don't know. I mean, the aura is pretty tiny, right? For the
Not
increase.
about the aura though, it's about the CDR it gives you compared to Roa.
Okay.
Because it gives 10% CDR and Roa doesn't.
Oh wait, you're saying Abyssal Mask instead of Roa?
Yeah, because it's a catalyst item.
Oh right, okay.
So
Is it-
it makes
what
you
is
way
it?
stronger in early than you would be with Roa.
Uh huh. Interesting.
But it's something
then-
to play with.
But then late, I would be weaker. Correct.
Yes, you. After 25 minutes, you're weaker.
Okay, and then follow up after. Do you think Banshees is a bad idea?
Oh, Banshees is good.
Okay, and then after that I get Rabadons, and then what's like last item? Void? Or am I looking to get tankier?
This is
I mean,
the
like-
game. Morello Automaton
Yeah.
is fine. Leandries is fine. Void Staff is fine. Spellbinder
Really?
is fine. It
I-
depends on the
I
game.
What situations would I build Leandries?
Leandries is particularly very, very good against teams that stack health.
Okay.
Kind of
Spellbinder
weird.
if they're not building defenses,
Yeah.
or they're squishy. And Void if they have a lot of MR, I guess.
Void if they have a lot of MR. Leandries if they just have a lot of health.
Uh,
Morello, obviously, if they have a lot of sustain, right?
Yeah.
Morello counters people with Conqueror pretty hard,
Uh huh.
but... I mean, Ryze builds are just very game dependent.
Okay.
I would say you should probably think about running Banshee's Veil if they have things like, let's say, Azir, you know?
What about Malzahar?
Against
Or do I go
Malzahar... QSS is okay, yeah. You kind of need it, you're short range.
Uh huh.
Some mids can get away with playing against Malz without QSS, like Syndra, like an Oriana, right?
But not me.
Like a Victor, not Ryze. He's too short.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I'm trying to only play Ryze and Syndra. I mean, Syndra pocket pick, but probably just. I mean, Syndra actually I had very good success with, but I don't know. I just like Ryze more.
It's just OP.
Yeah, I like her a lot, but I like Ryze. I don't know. Plus, he just got a nerf, so I feel like he won't be touched for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm really hoping Riot decides to remove the ultimate and change out. I don't know. I just want them to remove the ult and give him the shield back.
Yeah, because apparently it made him a brain dead champion.
I mean, he's still actually decently hard to play, but I loved playing him when he had a 40% win rate, because I had like an 80% win rate on him in every elo.
Yeah, I had no idea how to use the shield. You had to get 2 rune procs? How?
Yeah, exactly. You know the current... Well, you might not know this. Like, right now, every time he gets the 2 runes, he gets a speed buff, right?
Yeah, I know that.
So he would get the shield every time he would get the speed buff.
Oh, so it would be both.
Yeah, you'd get
Oh,
a speed buff
did your ult
and a
crit?
shield. What?
Did the ult crit as well?
The ult did not, no, but his E would make his next Q do bonus damage. And his W used to be a root without having an E on it.
Yeah, I do remember that. Huh. Yeah, kind of. Apparently that was a harder to play Ryze, but a better
Well,
Ryze.
it was harder to play just because you had to remember to...
Oh, here you're gonna see a Papega. Zanya, close your eyes. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
no.
one way to commit suicide.
Yeah, close your eyes. I was too nervous. I didn't know what to do. There's a lot going on. Yeah, I mean, this
fine.
game goes on for like 15 more minutes of just fighting, winning the fights, getting all 3 inhibs,
Yeah, I
turning
mean,
your
we don't really
backdooring.
have time in this session to
Yeah,
do...
no, I know. So it's whatever.
Yeah, but if you have any other quick questions for me, just let me know.